everybody, before I get started, I have an announcement to make. Late last year, I had started another YouTube channel called Brothers of the Sword Productions. And I'm going to be decoding quite a few of the unsolved mysteries that yet have had no answers. And right now, I'm in part 4 of Oak Island Prophesy. And if you're at all interested in the Oak Island mystery, or if you've been watching The Curse of Oak Island, you'll be really interested in picking up on this part 4 because it's getting so interesting. Part 4 is called Thoth and the Eclipsing Star System, and Thoth is an Egyptian god. Now, if you're interested in watching this, I have the link down in the description box. And now on with the show. Well, hi there, Sagittarius. Kind of looks like there's going to be a lot of shaking and moving going on in July here for you. Now, there's going to be shifts for all the signs with this series of eclipses going on. But you have some things that are saying that there's going to be maybe some sudden, maybe unexpected changes. And this isn't necessarily a bad thing. Now, you received the Rune. This is about awakening. It's about growth, pregnancies, things coming into fruition through gestation, having some patience. There isn't going to be immediate gratification coming in. This rune is about springtime and new beginnings, new ideas, death and rebirth and healing, womb to tomb kind of idea. The main overlying story is really about transformation, female wisdom, or just wisdom in itself, and basically fertility. Now, the Mintiati card that I picked for you was taste. But really, I'm looking at this as that there's a lot of different flavors that are going to be going on in July. That's because of the big mix of different cards that you have in the spread. Now, your overall energy card is a great card. It's the 3 of Wands. Plans have been made. You've looked over opportunities in the horizon. And now you're ready to launch them. This is a card about movement and going forward. You've probably been through the cycle of doing some struggles, overcoming some risk factors, and finding some success and actually having some self-reliability. Now you can boldly go where no man has gone before. This is a card about expansion. Some things have exploded now, and it's the real deal. Everything's kind of falling into place and feeling good. This is a number 3 card. It's a card of creation. 2 forces making a 3rd force. This card can indicate success in commerce, trade, enterprises. This is kind of a new beginning for your free will that's finding some freedom. And Sag is really like that. They want to go on adventure and they want to experience. And here you are going to be expanding your horizons. Maybe even making some new commitments. But keep your eye on details. Don't overlook those. There's going to be some exchanging of ideas. And maybe even some travel coming in. And that really bodes well for Sages. Boy, they'll, at a drop of a hat, throw a suitcase on the bed and fill it, and they're out the door. But the cards down on the left for the what you know category is saying don't do impulsive things because you receive Temperance and the Hermit card. And Temperance is about finding balance, moderating your behavior. Don't do impulsive things. And so, you know, this is where angels fear to tread sometimes. And it can say that you have a guardian of some sort overseeing you. This is a very spiritual card about healing, if you can find yourself. And the Hermit card, too, is a timeout card saying to do some soul searching. Shine that light in his lamp to some dark crevices that you haven't really explored recently, and make sure you know what you're doing. He's seeking wisdom and guidance right now. And it's within himself. It's not asking other people and canvassing. A lot of times what fits with other people just doesn't fit with you. And there's a lot of people out there ready to offer their advice, supposedly good advice. But it's really within you to find these answers. The answers are there. You just have to find them. Now there's some really interesting cards in the center here for what is or can be yours. Receive the Eight of Wands and the Nine of Cups, the wish card. Yeah, you get one big wish or a bunch of little ones. But the Eight of Wands is a very positive card about movement. It's just got 8 wands hurling through the air, and it's saying, yeah, unexpected things could be unfolding, and actually very suddenly. This card is about positive change. It's about changes and transitions and cycles of your life and finding a smooth transition through them. It's about messages and news and also travel. This is a card where it's saying where things weren't quite going well. Things weren't working out. All of a sudden they just start falling into place. It's like putting the framework of a puzzle together. It makes it so much easier to finish the main part. And here you have the Nine of Cups, the wish card, saying, yeah, you're going to find some fulfillment, satisfaction, happiness. Kind of appears these unexpected things that are going to happen suddenly are going to have some luck involved in them. Might not seem that way right away, but as it matures and as things are growing, that the Berkano rune is indicating, things are really going to turn out well. Now, in the category of yourself or self-awareness, there's some warning cards there. You receive the Five of Swords and the Page of Cups. Now, the Five of Swords is a conflict card. It's one of those where when you get in an argument, it really isn't worth arguing because you're not going to win anyway. Maybe both parties won't be winning, and maybe it's just time to walk away. And the Page of Cups, if he's doing his job, he's bringing in news, messages, ideas, but he's very immature. Has very young feeling towards things, and he can have emotions that hit all kinds of ranges in one day. You can feel all the emotions in one day. I've had a few of those. And here it is, it can be like a fantasy land thing too, is that maybe you're arguing over something that really isn't real. It's just kind of made up in everybody's mind that it's that way. But things are going to change in the future because you have some really good future cards. You've got Death. You might not think that's a good card, but I think going into a transformation is a great thing. Knight of Wands, Six of Cups, Two of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune card is the very last card. You not only have the Wheel of Fortune, you also have the Wish card, the Nine of Cups. But things are going to be changing, and they have to change. There was conflict enough that the Death card came in and says, yeah, it's time to transform yourself. This is a death to rebirth. This is a phoenix rising. Change has to happen. The Death card shows up when it's needed, not wanted. And here you have the Knight of Wands. This can be some very fire energy where it's not real directed. And sometimes, things have to be just the way this person wants it. Sometimes that's very selfish, very spoiled to have that attitude. Now, the Six of Cups is about your past, recollections. It can even be about past lives and things coming back up that haven't been resolved. A lot of times it's saying that it's time to get rid of some old emotional baggage that has been holding you back. I think that's compared with the Death card there, because the Death card is saying it wants some type of closure. It beckons for it. And now that maybe you're doing some closures or working hard towards them, you have the Two of Wands card there. This is a card about planning. Any two card is about decision, partnership, and balance. But the Two of Wands particularly is about planning. And here you're kind of replanning some things. You have the Three of Wands for the overall energy card. So now you are moving forward. You looked over the horizons. You saw the opportunities that were available to you. And now you're going to move forward with this whole mixture of cards. But there's going to be some luck involved in it with the Wheel of Fortune there. Or you're cycling through something. And that might have to do with the Eight of Wands there with the unexpected changes that are just going to bring enough resolve and insight for you to want to change and then have this lucky thing just kind of fall at your feet. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.